Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Okay, let's see what we got for you today. If you like those SUVs that you say, okay, it's a brand that I know, but then you look at it and you've never seen them before in certain parts of the world, well, you're in the right video. And I'll explain to you why in a minute. Let's get to the point. What we have for you right now is a 143 scale 2004 Nissan Terrano II. When I said before, you look at it, okay, we say, we know Nissan, we see them all the time. They've been selling. Example, in North America, they've been selling them for the longest. But this model, we never seen them before. And that's because this is a model that was not sold everywhere. This is mainly was sold in Europe and in I think Asia and Australia, also New Zealand most likely. But it's not a model that was sold everywhere. And also this is a model that it started as a one brand and then it's another brand. That is correct. It started from what I was reading the notes, it started as a Ford. They used to be called Ford Maverick. And that was back in the 1990s. This model started as a 19 I'm sorry, in Europe it was called Ford Maverick. It was from 1993 until 1999. In Japan it was already called Nissan. It was called Nissan Mistral. But then, and by the way, Nissan Mistral was it ran also in the 90s in Japan. But then in Europe after 2002, this model it was a Nissan Terrano II, and it changed a bit from the one that we were used to as a Ford Maverick. The headlights were rounded. I mean, quad headlights. The shape more or less was the same, more or less. But this is a model that was never sold in North America. They were not they were basically almost in certain parts of the world only, like certain brands pull out certain models just for which I don't know why. I know they do it because of the choices in the area that they live in, depends on what they're really into, but I think this car could have been probably sold anywhere in the world and it would have done fine, especially being an SUV. But it's a three door, which is it's not what everyone wants. This is the short version. They also had a five door. The three door. There was a few SUVs that had like a three door, like the Geo Metro, but those were smaller, not Metro, Geo Psychic or Suzuki Psychic or the Vitara. Or the let's see another small like Isuzu Amigo, but these were I think they were smaller than this one. Going back to this car now, this is a fire engine SUV, as you probably see by the decoration around the vehicle. I'm not fond crazy about fire engine or police, but when I don't find a model in any other form, I have to get what they come for, and this is quite an obscure brand, which I'm not even fully familiar. I'll put it in the title. If I'm not mistaken, this brand is called Amer Collection, and I never heard of it. I'm not familiar with it. They don't make a lot of models. For a moment, I thought they were part of Del Prado, but I'm not fully sure. But I'll do my little investigation before I post the video, and I'll put it in the titles. But yes, is a French, by the way, French fire engine SUV. So it's a Japanese vehicle and it's a French SUV, a French fire engine company. Well, there's nothing bad with that. It doesn't have to be a French vehicle to be in a French fire engine company. But anyway, going back to this car, let me talk real quick about the engines, and this had a 2.4, and then diesels it had 2.7 and a 3.0. All of them were four cylinders, and then you had a 5-speed manual transmission or a 4-speed automatic. And like I said before, it came as a 3-door and a 5-door. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. As I was reading before, this model was actually built in Spain, and it was started in 1993. A year after, that's when they started exporting them to Japan. I think only from the Asian countries. I think only in Japan it was sold. I think it was limited only to Europe, Japan, and Australia. I'm not fully sure about New Zealand. But I see that in New Zealand, I'm sorry, in Australia, it started being exported in 1996. No, 1997, and only available as a manual transmission in Australia. And it said here the lack of an automatic option limited its sales potential in the market. So I guess by not having the automatic option, it did not sell as by much as they probably expected to do. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think about this model. Do you still see them around in the countries that were sold? Were they reliable? Because I know it's Nissan Ford connection, so I'm not sure. And Nissan, unfortunately, not lately hasn't been the greatest Japanese car out there. But let me know in the comments below. Do you still see them on the road? And have you ever drove one of these or a family member that had them? Definitely. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click and subscribe. And when you subscribe, do not forget to click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.